Hey guys, Lindsay Dragon from the Misericordia Autism Center. I am working on getting our social stories up, Social Story Saturdays. So we are going to talk just a little bit about what a social story is, how you can use it as a parent, and then we're going to schedule a speaker, Joanna Cunningham from Beyond Behavior Consulting, to talk to you about how you can use it with your own child. So we are very excited to, show you guys some things that you can use at home to help with any situation. And the situation at hand, first and foremost, is the coronavirus. So there are several different social stories online, and the one that we've used here, I will have uploaded to our website. So you can go to the Autism Hub's website for Misericordia, and I'll give you that information, and it'll be posted after this video. Basically, what a social story is, it explains social situations to children with autism, and it helps them learn socially appropriate behavior and responses. They're sometimes called social scripts. They are also social narratives or story-based interventions, and therapists introduced them to my family first. I didn't really know what they were, so I just kind of blew it off because there's so many things that get thrown at you as a parent. You should try this, you should try that, you should try everything. Well, it's more easily said than done. So for a while, I didn't realize the importance of social stories until I really started to see them work for my own kiddo. And basically, if he has a social story, it really can help him with the situations because there are no surprises. And I'm very excited because I did get a new modem. So we are live and able to do it, and I figured it out. Toot, toot. So thanks, Liz. Social stories come when your kids are about to start school. We got one in their packet, so it's time for school. And you basically go through, they're very simple and easy to read, pictures. I'm still working out the weatherman type, figuring things out while I'm on video. And these things is just step by step of what's going to happen so that your child is not surprised, and it definitely reduces some behaviors. Okay, so you can do a very generic one like this one. Okay, so it really goes through what it's going to be like for that kid during the day, during that event. So one thing that I come across that I feel like other people might come across is that the general social stories don't really apply to my child, and you have to customize them. So we are going to be providing a blank template on a PowerPoint or another, whatever media. We're going to do several different kinds so that you can download that and customize it to fit your child. And what that looks like, it can get really intense depending on how you want to do it. I'm going to use the one I made yesterday for my son so that we could cut his hair. So we simply said it's time for a haircut, and there's a picture of my kiddo Jackson, and his hair was from the day before. So it was definitely time for a haircut. As close as you can get it to what exactly is going to happen is going to be best. So we basically sat there and went through the things that we have, and you want to choose smiling photos. You don't want to see a picture of a kid crying because that'll just scare them. And then these are the actual clippers that we bought online, and some scissors that we have also. Very simple. He can read it. We have things prepared so that he could play with the sensory items there, spray himself with water. We didn't care. There's a mirror he could watch, and then he also wanted to play with the comb for a little while, like a little instrument. So that all works. So have as many things as you need to have on hand. And then we let him know what he was going to be getting after the fact. He could choose any of these or all of them. And yes, he loves to watch New Girl. It's a little interesting. But we could have jumped on the trampoline. He chose Kit Kats for breaks, and then he got ice cream at the end. So it all worked out well, and we're very happy that with the help of his behavior technician, we were able to get his hair cut with no tears. Nobody was hit. Nobody had any blood because of any nicks or cuts or anything. When haircuts can get a little intense. So it worked out really well. And that's what we want. We want to create good experiences. So my kids are home and I'm at home this morning. So if you see them in the background, they're part of my life. They're going to be here all the time. That was a very simple social story that really only took about 10 minutes to make. And once you understand the concept, it really comes down to finding the pictures. So what if you can't find the pictures that you need? Well, I'm going to show you what I did for Jackson's trip to the dentist, okay? At the time, he was very much into Daniel Tiger. So we found things that he was currently interested in, and that changes all the time, every day sometimes. But he was very interested in Daniel Tiger, so that's the one that we used. And then what I did was, on my lunch break, I went to the dentist's office and I took a picture of the outside of the building, shown here. And then I took a picture of exactly how you would walk into the building so that he knew where he was going. It would be familiar. And yeah, we had taken several trips there before, but for some reason, these social stories really work well for him. So that was definitely a plus. But then you can take it a little further. So here's a picture of the waiting room. Okay. The picture of the front office. Now, I asked who his dental hygienist was going to be, and her name was Chelsea. So this is where it can get interesting. Chelsea wasn't there that day, so I couldn't get her photo. So what I did was I simply asked, what is her name? And I looked her up on Facebook and I found a photo and I'm like, is this her? And the lady's eyes got so big. And I said, I'm asking for your permission to create a social story. And so she said, okay. So now Jackson knows who he's going to be seeing. And then he also knows where they're going to go. And he was very into left and right at that moment. So we were like, we're going to turn right into, the room. We're going to turn right to go into her office. So that worked out really well. Then we have lots of pictures of kids smiling at the dentist's office. Okay. We want them to see exactly what they're going to do and that they're having a good time doing it. All right. There's nothing to be afraid of. So we found on their website the pictures of the dentist. Our dentist is Dr. Grossman. He's fantastic. Whether or not you continue to use a certain dentist, you should try your options first at your, wherever you're comfortable going, because when you get nervous, that transfers to your kids. And if you're in a new place, you're automatically nervous, and mostly everybody is. And so it really worked out that we were very comfortable with that. So we let them know what the dentist was going to do and that he was going to be there with his behavior technician, his favorite person, Miss Nicole. And so he was able to see that he would have somebody there with him who was, there for him and who he trusted. And it really, really helps. Now, what happens when that doesn't work? Well, it didn't work that day. Jackson was having an interesting day and we didn't get to do a full exam, but that was his first trip to the dentist. So he got there, he understood what it was, and we were able to look at his mouth as far as we didn't see anything crazy, that needed attention, and everything was coming along well, developing well. But for any work to be done, we ended up having to then go to a special needs dentist who may be able to get a little more work done. So what are things that are happening right now that social stories could be used for? We're going to post a link for masks for how they can be used for both children and adults with autism. I know working at the hub in Misericordia, we have an adult program transition the ALT program, Autism for Lifelong Learning. And so we help individuals, transition into the workforce, find, meaningful employment. Well, it's hard enough, like I said earlier, to go into a new place. Now you have to wear masks. And for a lot of people who depend on not looking somebody else in the eye, when they can't look at your mouth or, your expressions to give them the social cues that they're missing, these masks are providing a huge barrier for some of our autism population, as well as our, neurotypical population. These masks are not comfortable. They're getting more stylish. You can get your own personal ones made. You can make your own if you're handy like that. But there are several different social stories that we will be posting the links to on Facebook as well as on our website. So that is my little social story Saturday for today. If you have any questions, definitely post on Facebook or send to our Autism Hub information. Let me grab it here. So our website is www.misericordia.edu/autism. And you can also email us at autism@misericordia.edu. And my name's Lindsay, and I'm the administrative assistant. So if you're getting a call back, a general callback, it would be from me, from the Misericordia Autism Hub. And there's the Scranton Executive Hub. I know SAFE is part of the 13 counties. We have East Stroudsburg, Bloomsburg, I believe, and Hazleton. There's a lot of fun stuff happening out there with the hubs and everybody who's participating. So keep an eye out for all the fun events happening. And every Saturday we will be doing a social story and putting up a new one. So, if you need help with anything, definitely reach out. And we're looking forward to seeing if it's working for you as well as it's been working for others. All right. Have a wonderful Saturday and enjoy the holiday weekend. I know it's a little different, from what we're used to, but it's still going to be great. Great weather coming our way here to Northeast PA. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye. Let's see something.